Park Shin Hye has a bad relationship with her mother-in-law. Getting married is a new turning point that everyone has to go through. Depending on the young people's thoughts, the arrangement of the adults, the newlyweds will live separately or in the same house. According to a survey of many married women, the biggest obstacle in married life is the mother-in-law. Besides, there are still many people who always praise the mother-in-law after living together. In comparison, the psychology of not liking living with the mother-in-law still accounts for a high percentage. The content in this article will help us know why mother-in-law's life is not always peaceful. Getting married, a must-have bond. Everyone has to go through many stages of change throughout their life, such as going to school, going to work, getting married, having children, raising children. Each step of change brings you many other joys and sorrows. For women, the biggest worry and fear that cannot be avoided is the scene of mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Depending on the circumstances and the arrangement of everyone, the girlfriend must live together or separately. It can be separated right after marriage, have to live together for a while, or have to live together for the rest of your life. Except for psychological mothers-in-law, the majority is still a fierce argument between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Whether the bride is good at housework or good at outside work, she is still afraid of living with her mother-in-law. The first time will be good, but gradually it is difficult to avoid the mother-in-law's resentment. Why do few daughters-in-law like to live with their mother-in-law? The old people often say that when they come back to be a bride, the most afraid is the mother-in-law and the brother-in-law. These are the two most difficult objects for the bride. Here are a few reasons why few daughters-in-law prefer to live with their mother-in-law. Difference in thinking. Mother-in-law and daughter-in-law are two different generations. One person has experienced more than half a person's life, and the other is just really entering life. Therefore, the way of thinking will also be completely different. For example, with the mother-in-law, the wife has to take care of the housework. Specifically, you have to know how to cook, clean the house, take care of your husband and children. But for modern women these days, these jobs are no longer the most important, because more than half of the girl's time is spent on social work. Differences in lifestyle. Society is more and more advanced. The quality of life is also gradually modern and changing. Therefore, the lifestyle and activities of the two classes, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, also have many differences, especially in the countryside of the mother-in-law and the city of the bride.